Hey there, you lovely people. Welcome back to some more FM22 with Arsenal. On this episode, we will be showing Liverpool and Manchester United, those games in full highlights, while the other games surrounding them will only get the key highlights, and that is Villa, Watford, Norwich, Wolves for those ones. And Liverpool and Man United will get the full highlights, so please do like and subscribe as we kick off our very first game, and it is a full highlights episode. You will see the full match here against Liverpool. We are pretty close to the top of the table at the moment, and yeah, you can see here that we are in 5th. I know it's very, very early on, but you'd expect Liverpool to be some of the main contenders. I didn't want to change anything up too much. In fact, I don't think I've changed anything from the previous outing. Pretty happy with how things are going. Defensively especially, we've looked very solid for the most part. And I think I might change a little thing up tactically here, because we've got a bit of possession, we're not doing anything with it. So maybe if when the keeper gets it, I distribute quickly to flanks. Change that around for now. Liverpool were always going to be a tough game, of course, but you know, I know it's a bit early to say really, but I would be happy with the draw. You know, our aim is to push for the top 4 and get as close to European football as we possibly can. But the way that we're playing at times, it's looking quite good for us early on. We're on cautious still. We're going to push the front line up a little bit. No. Push it down a bit. Get stuck in, because we're losing the grip on possession a little bit here. You see, now this is often why I only show highlights. Because you get these like full games where I want to show you everything. And we're all a few minutes away from half time, and we've not had a single highlight to be seen. The highlight of this half has been watching me change tactics. And Liverpool have had 5 shots to our 1, but we've had more possession. The tricky one, well, we'll just... Let me have a look at the team quick. I think maybe we just push on a little bit, move up to balance for now, and just go for the second half. I'd expect a lot more highlights from this game. I expect Liverpool to be on top of us a lot more. It seems like despite the 5 attempts, defensively we've been pretty good. Neither team really missing a pass. Liverpool committing a lot of fouls though, and possession keeps staying pretty close, and no team really seems to be getting more than 5% ahead of the other. It's at 55% to 45% ahead of the other. We're on the hour now, and I'm just concerned that we've got not many highlights on, but we do have key highlights on. I think it's time that we freshen this up a little bit. Smith Rowe in for Odegaard. We'll switch him to an attacking midfielder on attack behind Aubameyang. And Martinelli, I think we'll just keep it as that. Just bring Smith Rowe on now. I don't want to rock the boat too much. Add a little bit more into the attack. Yes, go positive, but don't want to change up anything too much defensively as we finally get a highlight. It's Saka with the corner. It's going to come back out to Bukayo Saka. And it's Gabriel, and it's off the top of the ball, top of the bar, or top of the goal there. It's our first opportunity in this one. Tomiyasu is suddenly absolutely knackered, so we'll bring on Ainsley Maitland-Niles to cover at right back. And we'll get Saka off for Martinelli as well. We'll switch him to an inverted winger attack and see if he can cause some damage down Liverpool's right-hand side. It's a Liverpool highlight now. Suddenly the game sprung into life as Mane has a header that Ramsdale thankfully gets a hold of pretty comfortably. And then we're gone again. Yeah, I can't even show you how to make a tactical masterclass out of this. I'm no expert in FM. I want to try and switch a few things up just to try and mix up how we're attacking in the game. Going for those early crosses now. And just see if it can change anything. It's going to be another Liverpool highlight. Robertson throwing it in. Here's Mane. Always being marshalled well there. And Zakaria gets a hold of the ball. And why have we played that one backwards? That's a poor decision. But the ball is in behind for Martinelli. Trent's been left behind him. Martinelli across Aubameyang. He's going to come back and he's missed a sitter. That was the chance. That was the moment in this one. Martinelli gets 2 chances. It falls to Aubameyang there, and He has to put it away, doesn't he? He has to. That is the big chance gone, isn't it? I'm not really sure what else we can go for. Up the tempo. But other than that, it's kind of see what happens in these dying minutes here. It doesn't look like you're going to get a chance for either side. 5 minutes remaining. Now, what a cracker I've chosen to be the highlighted game. I can only apologise, as Zakaria and Ramsdale end on a 7.4, and it is a very, very dull performance. Kolasinac has gone on loan to West Ham. We're getting 60k a month from them. They're paying 80% of his wages, and it's really the best I could get for him. It wasn't happening in terms of transfers for him, so I managed to get a little bit of money in for Kolasinac. And my planned move for Trossard has completely fallen through because his work permit didn't get approved, and now it's going to leave us we're on deadline day, as you can see. It's going to leave us without that extra wide option that I really wanted, and it looks like we're going to have to go back for it in January. Not good. Okay, we play Arsenal now in our first highlights, as you can see that Gabriel opens the scoring for Arsenal. It's a nice free kick from Ødegaard. It comes to Aubameyang on the edge of the area. They're checking, but it is going to be given. It comes to Aubameyang, who shows nice feet, turns, plays it into Gabriel with a striker's turn and finish to make it 1-0 to Arsenal. Ødegaard stood over this corner for Arsenal, and it's in again from Gabriel. He came close against Liverpool, didn't he, as well? But he has gotten 2 inside the opening 19 minutes at the Emirates against Villa. It's a great corner from Ødegaard, and Gabriel can just nod it past into the near corner. Ødegaard standing over this free kick, places a beautiful one past the goalkeeper, and it is 3-0 to Arsenal. It is a lovely day out, a great performance, and 3 clinical finishes as well. Martin Ødegaard's corner there. Corner, free kick even, going round the wall and into the near post. Pepe has gone off with an injury, and we've made all 3 substitutions, and this allowed Watkins to deliver an absolute beauty to Danny Ings, who volleys home to get Villa back into the game with around 20 minutes including injury time still to play. Not ideal losing Pepe. We're down to 10. We have to go cautious and defensive and just hope we can see out the rest of the game. It wasn't enough for Villa in the end. They did lose 3-1. It's 3 points for us. And Pepe is going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. A huge miss. Next, we're on to Watford. It's very late in the game when a Smith Rowe corner is delivered in. Ben White is shoved to the floor, and referee had to go to VAR to check for a penalty to Arsenal. It ended up being given and gave the chance for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to step up. Moved out onto the left with Lacazette coming on, but Aubameyang takes the penalty calmly, puts it into the bottom corner. Not the best result really, as Liverpool beat Watford 8-0 in the previous match week. But at the very least, we can get all 3 points from this one, as it ends just the 1-0 to Arsenal. Now we play Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. This is your second full game that you will see. And we actually do have a highlight inside the opening few minutes, as Manchester United start us off with a throw-in and look to push themselves forward with Van der Beek. Plays a ball over the top for Ronaldo. Tomiyasu just takes it from Cristiano Ronaldo and is running the length of the pitch. Ronaldo coming back with him though. Great work rate for Cristiano Ronaldo. Here is El Neni and Zakaria. Holding back to El Neni. Mari wants to look down this left side. Zakaria does. Here is Saka. Saka brings it back, and it's not great for Tavares, but he's made a good amount of it. Zakaria into Saka. Back to Tavares, popping up for Martinelli at the back post. And he heads Arsenal into a 1-0 lead early on. I do want to win a cup, because at the very least, a cup gives you a guaranteed European place, even if we don't necessarily do so well in the league long term. But we are doing pretty well in the league, and we're doing well in the cup, so we could end up with the best of both worlds, European football and a trophy from just our league position as well, getting European football. It's showing to be another similar game to Liverpool early on, though. Not a lot of shots, not a lot of cross possession, not a lot of last passes. I try and keep the passing game pretty straightforward, short passing, rather than lots of long balls. You're much better off just trying to keep possession sometimes, especially when you're playing against a side like United, who undoubtedly have players like Ronaldo, Sancho, Pogba, who are going to be much better than pretty much anything that we've got to offer. Just keeping the ball off of them is always the ideal play. But United having a good spell of possession. Not really a lot going on again here, actually. You look to these games as like, yeah, 1-0, I'll take a 1-0, absolutely get through to the next round, because United are a tough ask this early in our campaign. But we have drawn with Liverpool, so we can go against the better sides and the better squads. We've gotten to half time, it's just the 1-0. No more highlights to be seen, but here we go, a Man United highlight now. Here is Jesse Lingard, who has been booked very early on. Fred, Van der Beek, Lingard. A lot of short passing from United, a lot of movement, but not a lot of creativity happening. Here's Bailly. Ronaldo's also got a booking. Oh, he might break for Cristiano Ronaldo. What a save from Aaron Ramsdale, the young England goalkeeper, with an exceptional save, one-on-one with one of the best in the world. That's the kind of thing that's going to build his confidence. And again, he saves another great chance. Aaron Ramsdale proving to be quite the buy before I came in as manager. Here's Emil Smith-Rowe now with a potential chance to counter from the United corner. Emil Smith-Rowe on this left-hand side. Goes back for Zakaria. Into El Neni. Back to Holding. Oh, and the highlight's over. Brilliant. Thanks for that one. That was excellent. We do start off with another highlight, though. It's United in possession again. Worrying that they're getting all of the moments on the ball. Here's Martial, maybe. No, Tomiyasu can clear it, but it's straight to Telles. Ronaldo on the left-hand side. Fred into Van der Beek. A chance for Martial, who's gotten away from everybody, but Aaron Ramsdale, once again, being the man of the moment and making another really good stop. It's led to another United corner, though. And it's away by Zakaria. Been pretty even, really. You can see 11 shots to the 10 of United, who are more on target. Been better in possession when we've had it in our passes. We're on positive still as well. Trying to just move forward and get this game. We've been very good with chances. 7 on target for the 13. I think it's going to be time here for Maitland-Niles to come on for Tomiyasu. Lacazette for Saka. Aubameyang going out wide. And Ødegaard as well coming on for Smith-Rowe. Hopefully provide a bit of an extra killer instinct, because we're getting these chances but we're not putting them away. Give the team a bit of praise, which they seem to generally just ignore, apparently. Go back to balanced, keeping it tighter. We want to just see this out at this stage. It's another shot that's wide this time. See, Football Manager at times can be very uninteresting and hard to commentate over. So I may have to consider cutting these down to the traditional key highlights that I do, rather than showing the full games. But I wanted to get a bit more analysis out there, a bit more chat as the game went through. But I'll look into it a bit more, see how this comes across in the final episode, and when it's done, and have a look back through it. And I'll see, but maybe I want to cut it down, as we're about to win 1-0 against Man United. We're through to the next round of the Cup, and there's some good performances in there from Martinelli, and Ramsdale getting a mention in there as well. We now play Norwich in the Premier League. Early on here, Tierney bombed down the left-hand side, delivered a great ball in toward Martinelli, who could only crack the crossbar. Norwich now had a chance to come forward, and there's a potential dodgy decision going on here, as Tierney is adjudged to have fouled Rashica in the area, right on the edge. VAR took a look to see if it was going to be a free kick or a penalty. They eventually decided on a penalty, and Norwich had the chance to take the lead. And it is the Chelsea loanee, Billy Gilmore, the Scotland man, who steps up to put Norwich ahead 1-0 at the Emirates. but we had a long time to try and get back into this one. And against Norwich, you've got to fancy us, really. It is a good penalty from Gilmour. I'm not pleased with the decision to award the penalty, but we've got enough in us to beat Norwich, you'd think. Smith Rowe delivering a wide free kick. Zakaria just clipping the top of the crossbar. And really, our only other chance came from a Bukayo Saka corner, and it was Gabriel, but he only hit the post this time. And it ended 1-0 to Norwich at the Emirates, a dismal display. Finally, we play Wolves. And this was a fun one to see. Tomiyasu with the whipped-in left-footed cross, finding the head of Bukayo Saka, who got his second goal of the season, putting Arsenal 1-0 up at the Molineux. It's a lovely ball in from Tomiyasu, who started to move off from the throw-in as well. You can see the whipped ball curling in toward the keeper. Gabriel forcing the ball wide for Tierney, combined with Saka, who plays the ball back here to Tierney to deliver a first-time ball for a Martinelli headed finish to make it 2-0 to the Gunners. 10 minutes to go to half-time. An excellent performance in this first half. Lots and lots of love for what Tierney just did there. A beauty of a first-time cross, finding Martinelli right at the back post, who gets another header on his resume. Ødegaard found this corner and it was in towards Ben White. Gabriel was able to collect it and try to provide from this left-hand side again. He got away from his man like the best winger you could ask for. It came to Saka. Jose Sarr parried it. It fell to Martinelli, who got his second goal of the game. He made it 3-0 to Arsenal. But all of our danger really is coming from this left-hand side. And this time it was Gabriel playing the role of Kieran Tierney. Saka could not quite manage to get it in, but Martinelli did have the goal at his mercy. Ødegaard managing to spot the run of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. His shot was disappointing, but Bukayo Saka reacted fastest ahead of the defender, who's going to get one hell of a rollicking from his manager after that, I would have thought, and his goalkeeper as well. His teammates are not going to be happy. It was an Aubameyang attempt that probably could have been better, but Saka's pace reacting the fastest to make it 4-0. And finally, it was time for Bukayo Saka to provide from this left-hand side. He delivers in an absolutely sublime ball for Martinelli to complete his hat-trick as he heads that one past Jose Sarr. It's 2 headed goals. 3 of his 4 this season so far have been headers. And he is just coming on leaps and bounds in this Arsenal side. Playing on that right-hand side seems to be where he should play. And he completed his hat-trick in style there. Unfortunately, though, that was not all that there was to be said, as the ball was laid off for an absolute beauty from Ruben Neves to cancel out our hopes of keeping a clean sheet. It is a great finish from Neves, to be fair. But from there, you've got to bank on your keeper saving it when he's got that much time. He did hit it very sweetly, but it all meant that we didn't get a clean sheet as it ended 5-1 against Wolves. So thank you all so much for watching. You can see that we are only 3 points behind Liverpool, level 1 points with City and Leeds and Chelsea going into the next few fixtures. So please tell me, what did you think of this way of doing things? I might want to cut down the lengthy games we had to just highlight, so I'm not rambling over the entire game. But you can see that what we've got coming up next. We've got Man City and Tottenham, probably West Ham that we might focus on as well to get better highlights out of. And then the other games that we might do more short highlights like we've done here. So thank you all so much for watching. Do please like and subscribe. Give me your feedback if you've got any, and I'll see you next time.